looking forward to showing you how to cook hibachi on my mule deer that I got in Nebraska, and I think it turns out pretty good. I like it, my wife likes it, and I'm going to show you just how I do that. One of the things you want to do is preheat your oven to warm. As you prepare the individual dishes, you can stick them in the warmer in the oven to keep them warm, because the last thing you're going to cook is the steaks. And yes, I do have a nice whiskey on the rocks for this. So just got some regular zucchini that we're just going to cut up. Into quarters. Cut up some yellow squash the same way. I don't need the whole onion, so I'll have to put that. Skin off. Of course, I have some sliced mini bella mushrooms too, that are prepackaged. Some ingredients that you're going to need teriyaki sauce, soy sauce, sesame oil, and I like to use this pre-made Parmesan garlic basil finishing butter. This is really good. It's available at Meijer. This is the Frederick's brand. Regular sweet cream, salted butter, and just add some garlic and maybe some basil, or sprinkle some Parmesan in it as you're cooking as well. So I just prefer to have this as it's a little easier to use. For the stir-fry vegetables, you can use either canola oil or vegetable oil. So I'm just going to get a little bit of vegetable oil on my hot griddle here, and then I will be going ahead and putting the vegetables on there. Got the griddle nice and hot, got the vegetables going on, putting mushrooms on. And just gonna basically stir fry right on this little griddle is hibachi. This is a very inexpensive way to do hibachi at home if you don't have yourself a big fancy hibachi table or hibachi grill outside or whatever the case might be. This can turn out fantastic. You know, make a really nice meal at home, especially when going to Benihana's or locally here Sagano's or whatever. Can run you upwards of $80 to $100 just for 2 people for dinner. So we're gonna let this cook. Let these vegetables soften up, and then we'll be adding some sesame oil and soy sauce to that. It's already starting to smell good. So now I just want to get a couple spoonfuls of this garlic butter, and we'll throw that in there for these vegetables. Just want a little bit of sesame oil. And we're going to throw in some soy sauce too. Sloppy. Go ahead and transfer them to this warming pan to put in the oven while I finish the shrimp and the mule deer chops. And those will just wait there. Well, I'm about to get the shrimp on the hibachi. I do cheat just a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to go and make your own fried rice on hibachi, you can do that. I prefer to use this already made chicken fried rice. It's a Members Mark brand from Sam's Club. My wife loves it. I love it. Get it nice and hot. Get that going in there. You can even microwave these if you want. I still do like to cook them. I still do like to heat them up in a stir-fry pan. Takes about 8 to 10 minutes. Medium-high heat. See, I had it pretty hot. Threw a little bit of canola oil in there. Alright, we're going to let that. Alright, it's time to throw the shrimp on hibachi. I've got a 13 to 16 count. That's a 13 to 16 shrimp per pound. So I got about 2 pounds of shrimp here. And you want to just throw a little bit of canola oil on the grill. And then we'll go ahead and get these on here. Obviously peeled, deveined, no tails. Spread those out. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add some butter. And then while these are cooking up, we're also going to do a little bit of soy sauce. You can put too much soy on here, so it's really up to taste. And then we're going to use the teriyaki too. While the shrimp's going, want to make sure this fried rice is cooking. We like ours a little bit on the crispier side. This does have egg in it and chicken, so you definitely want to make sure you heat it thoroughly. Again, you can make this yourself from scratch if you want. There's plenty of recipes out there, but I do like to save time, and this is just as good in my opinion. A little bit of the teriyaki on here. Doesn't take much. Maybe a teaspoon or so. And we're just going to let those cook for a minute. Those to the warming pan, and we're going to put these in the oven as well on warm while we prepare the mule deer backstraps. Ready to put the mule deer backstraps on the griddle. A little bit of canola oil. They got a little cooked in the pre-cooked in the defroster. They weren't quite defrosted. I was running out of time. I really prefer to have these defrosted completely, but such is life. So we'll go ahead and throw these on here. Doesn't take long. We prefer ours medium rare. Some people might prefer them medium well, and that's fine, but we're going to cook these medium rare today. So I like to put these on whole, and just about About 45 to 60 seconds aside is really all it takes. Like I said, I like them medium rare. Doesn't take much. And I do something a little different. I'm going to pull these off and I'm going to cut these into cubes and I'm going to put them back on and toss them with the teriyaki, the soy, the sesame oil. Now looking at those, I'd say those are just about rare. Start cutting these into bite-sized chunks. Now some people might like them that way, and that's fine. You can take them off a little earlier, you can cube them up and cook them for that long just to have them rare. Yeah, these are looking good. It smells good too. Something cameras don't pick up is the smell. Alright, I'll get the rest of this butter in here. And some teriyaki sauce. Butter all over them. And just a little bit of sesame oil too. Not putting any soy sauce on this. Now of course no hibachi is complete without some yum yum sauce. We like the terry hose, we get the spicy one. Got a little bit of a bite to it, not much. They make a regular one as well. If spicy isn't your thing, just gonna use that as the hibachi dipping sauce. Now that everything's done, it's just time to plate everything up. So we're gonna put a little bit of chicken fried rice. Just an aesthetic choice, but I like to put the vegetables kitty corner from the fried rice. Get a few of the jumbo shrimp in here. And there you have it with some tenderloin, mule deer tenderloin backstrap from mule deer. And here's the finished product. And this probably cost around, with the shrimp, $20 for the 2 pounds. Vegetables were a couple dollars. The chicken fried rice, the yum yum sauce, and of course the mule deer. We won't even talk about how much that cost to go shoot, but it's about, I'd probably say about 30-35 bucks. It's a lot better than going to the real hibachi. Just a little bit of elbow grease and work in your own home.